Hi everyone, my name's Lori. I'm 53 years old and I live in Florida. And today I want to talk to you about some wonderful tomatoes that I got to try. Now, they're not canned, they're in a box, and they're by Dei Fratelli. That's what they look like. They're in a really nice carton, and because they're in this, you don't get that canned tomato flavor. These go from being picked to the carton so that they can preserve as much of the tomato flavor as you could possibly want. And believe me, they're wonderful. I use these in a recipe. I use the little ones, the little dice cut. This is the petite cut, and this is the rustic cut. And you can see in the picture the other one I got. Now this is a lot of tomatoes. You get a lot of tomatoes in here. And you just cut the top of the carton and you use it in your recipe. And I have many recipes that I use canned tomatoes with. And that's, you know, I love them. But these make the recipe taste so much better because you really get the tomato flavor. They really taste fresh. They're just so succulent and nice. And on the back you can also see that they have, you know, like little recipes and stuff that you can use. Now these are in a light puree, so you can either drain that or use it. I drain it because I make a dish called unstuffed cabbage, and I actually got that recipe from Facebook from a friend of mine, and she uses hamburger in hers, but I changed it up a little bit, and the recipe will be in the blog post for you. But what I do is I steam the cabbage first, and I chop it up and steam it and make sure that it's just almost done. And while I'm doing that, I brown some ground pork and season it. Now you have to season it really nice and good. You know, you want to use some sage and a number of different spices. I like a poultry seasoning to use with that. And then you brown that, and you add your tomatoes after you've drained them. And then you want to use your favorite spaghetti sauce. Now, her recipe called for just tomato sauce, but I really like the spaghetti sauce because it adds a little kick to it, and it makes it really taste good. And it's really good dinner to have for like a cold evening, and this is, you know, winter, so if you like stuffed cabbage, but you don't want to go through all the hassle of, you know, making the stuffed cabbage, then all you need to really do is chop the cabbage, steam it, boil it, whatever, and then, you know, brown your meat. I prefer to have ground pork because I think it gives it a kick flavor. And then you can add your truly Dei Fratelli tomatoes to that, and a bottle of spaghetti sauce, in your favorite. And then you add the cabbage that's mostly done, and then you let all that just simmer. Now, I also use like a little bit of chopped onion. I can throw in a little chopped pepper. You can really be creative with this dish, more than you can with regular stuffed cabbage. So, but that's, you know, you can use it for that, but there's so many other ways to use it. If you want to have, if you buy a regular spaghetti sauce that's not chunky, and you want to add a little kick to your spaghetti sauce, then open some Dei Fratelli truly tomatoes and add them to the sauce to make it a little bit tomato chunky, and you have a really lovely spaghetti. These are good for anything. They're so fresh tasting that you can actually put them on tacos if you want to. They just really taste great. So once again, they're a field to carton, Dei Fratelli, crafted for home chefs. And this is the rustic cut tomatoes. And they come in this nice little box. It's resealable. You can put it in the fridge if you don't use the whole thing. And I mean, you're getting a lot of tomatoes in this. You really are. I mean, it's the equivalent to a 28-ounce can. So you're getting a whole lot of that. They're gluten-free, of course, no artificial additives or preservatives. And the petite cut, like this one is the petite cut, is really good for using in the cabbage as well, or maybe to put in the spaghetti, or maybe on your tacos or whatever. So I wanted to introduce you to these because these are just awesome, and they taste so much better because they're not going to give you that tin can flavor or that can flavor of over-processed. These are a little bit less processed because they're in the carton, so they can really hold their flavor, and they really do. So if you haven't tried these yet, I hope you do. I got to try 3 cartons of these, and they're just wonderful, and I thank you for having a look at my review. Bye.